Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Wrestling channel. I am your host, Seth. Today, I'm going to give you guys my Saturday night's main event and WWE Evolution predictions. So let's hop right into the video. Play the intro. First up, we'll kick things off with Saturday night's main event. That's on tonight. I will be watching it first. I'm going to watch All in Texas, of course, but then I'll watch this tonight. So first up, we are going to do Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. This has been a good rivalry. We saw Drew McIntyre return a couple weeks ago on SmackDown and set his sights on Cody after what happened at Night of Champions, and he was telling Cody just how he needs to take the title off Cena. Him and Randy kind of got into it a little bit, so this match was set up. We did see last night on SmackDown how Drew claymored Randy after the Jelly Roll Live concert, so they're kind of even at this point. This would be a good match, two really big stars. We haven't really seen them feud that much, in my opinion. Personally, I'm going to take Drew to get the win here. I think Randy could definitely use the win, but maybe even possibly if we get like Logan Paul coming out, because now what happened last night, I think possibly Jelly Roll started a feud with Logan, but possibly now I feel like at SummerSlam we might get Logan and Randy one-on-one. So I think the best thing to do here is maybe have like Logan cost Randy and let Drew get the win. Next up, we got Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy Uso for the U.S. Championship. This is a good feud. Jimmy's more been trying to take down the Bloodline, and now has the help of Jacob Fatu. They've been working really hard to get it done. The whole new, not really even Bloodline anymore, it's more like a Solo Sikoa and his MFTs. They've all been working really hard to not let Jacob or Jimmy stop this new group, and everyone is trying to take them down. But this will be a good match, brother versus brother. I'm going to take Solo Sikoa to get the win here. I guess it's too early in his reign. Possibly see the MFTs get involved. Probably see Jacob Fatu. But I'm going to take Solo Sikoa to get the win. Next up, we got Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. Yeah. This has been a good feud of them kind of going back and forth of LA Knight kind of got involved with them in those certain matches, and then Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker started costing him in the King of the Ring matches, and then he started costing other people, and he and a bunch of other guys on Raw have been feuding, and now he's on Monday Night Raw, and the storylines with the whole faction continue as he keeps getting one up on Rollins. This will be a good match. I think they're two great competitors. They both play good roles in what they are, like a heel or babyface, but I'm going to take Seth Rollins to get the win here. I think with the help of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, I think he'll be able to get the job done. And finally, the main event, Goldberg's final match, Goldberg versus Gunther for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This all started back at Bad Blood in Atlanta when we thought we were still going to get it at when Gunther called out Goldberg. We thought we were going to get it sooner, but we're finally getting the match. And it's a good way to end Goldberg's career in Atlanta, his hometown. This will be a good match. I don't know how long it will be, but I think Gunther is a very good wrestler, and I think even with Goldberg, he'll make a pretty good match. I think that they'll show, in this lead-up, they've done good with showing how dominant Goldberg wants to be, how mad he is at Gunther, and so that will definitely play into a factor into their match, but I still think Gunther's going to walk out World Heavyweight Champ and give Goldberg the ring as a way for Goldberg to end his career in his hometown to end off the show. Now on to the Evolution pay-per-view, or PLE, and the first match I want to talk about is the Evolution Battle Royal. This will be a good match. A lot of people are announced for it, including Nikki Bella, and all the NXT stars, main roster stars, and Hall of Famers that are going to be in here will definitely put on a nice match here. But personally, I think Stephanie Vaquer is going to win it. If you saw my Clash in Paris match card predictions, you heard that I thought she was going to win and go and face Io Sky or whoever the Women's World Champ is, because I don't actually know. You're going to have to stick to in this video, but plus, we don't know what's going to happen at SummerSlam, but whoever it is, I thought she might face the Women's World Champ at Clash in Paris. but we'll have to just see. But I think she's going to win the Battle Royal. We got the Fatal 4-Way for the women's tag titles. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte Flair versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day, who are the current champs, versus Sol Ruca and Zarya of NXT, and versus the Kabuki Warriors of Monday Night Raw. This will be interesting, probably really chaotic after that 4-way on SmackDown, and we saw how they all were on the outside. This will definitely be very chaotic. They'll all be going all over the place, throwing as much as they can at each other. Personally, I'm going to take Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair to get the win. I just think it would be really funny to have them win, and like they just dislike each other so much that they would like kind of have to force to kind of be friends, and I think over time they can grow together as a tag team, but we'll just have to see what happens. Next up, we got the 3-way for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Champ Becky Lynch defending against Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. This will be a good match between all three. They've had such a bitter rivalry and bitter feud, and they've all just been brawling and talking trash. They're such good wrestlers with each other. Personally, I'm going to take Becky Lynch to retain. I think Bayley and Lyra's hate over each other is just going to get in the way and distract them, and I think Becky's going to be able to capitalize and get the dub with like a sneaky roll-up or just something, because we've seen that in promos happen as she's kind of off to the side, but it'll just show how mad Bayley and Lyra are at each other, and that's going to let Becky get the win. Next up, the NXT Women's Championship match. Jacy Jayne defending her title against Jordynne Grace. These are two powerhouses in the stacked women's division of NXT. Jacy Jayne surprisingly won the title off Stephanie Vaquer, but Jordynne Grace is trying to get the title back off Fatal Influence, so they don't rule over the NXT women's division, as they want the title back in good hands, I think they would say. This should be a good match. Jordynne Grace is a very good athlete. And Jacy Jayne, she also can put on some good matches, and with Fatal Influence on the outside, that'll make it interesting. Personally, I have Jordynne Grace getting the win here. I think she's been in this women's division for a little bit, and I think Stephanie Vaquer and Julia weren't even in that long, and they won the NXT Women's title pretty quickly, and I think Jordynne should finally get her chance to win the NXT Women's Championship, so I'm going to take her to get the win here. Next up, we got Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus for the WWE Women's Championship. This is practically the past versus the future, in my opinion, as Tiffany Stratton right now is kind of the present in the SmackDown Women's division, but she also has a long way to go. She is the future, when Trish Stratus is like the past, as she kind of started the women's evolution. This will be a good match. They teamed up at Elimination Chamber in Toronto, and now they finally get to go one-on-one. People have been waiting for this for 2 years, ever since Trish Stratus showed up, and a year more, as at Money in the Bank. She was the host, and Tiffany Stratton was there, and they got face-to-face and everything. But this will be a good match. Personally, I'm going to take Tiffany Stratton to retain. This will be a good match, but I just don't see them putting the title on Trish, so I got Tiffany Stratton coming up with a dub. Next up, we got Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no-holds-barred match. This rivalry has gone so personal, gone so far. Ever since back in November of 2024, they've had a match at WrestleMania, a bunch of other matches, a bunch of other brawls, and then some little triple threats or something like that. But I think this is finally where they're going to settle it once and for all. No-holds-barred, Jade versus Naomi. This is going to be brutal and chaotic. They're going to throw everything they have at each other. The tension there shows that how brutal this is going to get. We're probably going to see tables, chairs, weapons. This is going to be awesome in my opinion. And I'm going to have... I don't know why I'm thinking this, but... No, I'm going to take Jade to get the win here. I was thinking, could Naomi win? Just because it might elevate her as Miss Money in the Bank, but she has that, and she'll always be in contention. Jade really needs to win this if she wants to stay in contention, so I'm going to take Jade Cargill to get the win here. Finally, the main event, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the WWE Women's World Championship. These two are such good wrestlers. Io Sky chose Rhea Ripley for this match. They're going to tear the house down, in my opinion. Rhea Ripley has never beat Io Sky in a match, but I think this will be super good. They're just both super talented. They're both so over with the crowd. They'll put on a great main event, in my opinion. This is really hard to choose from. I mean, I love Rhea as world champ, but to be honest, I'm going to go with Io Sky. I really like Rhea as world champ, but she's held the title for so long at this point, and Io's reign has been good. And like I said, I'm hoping, like, if Stephanie wins, we can finally get that dream match and get a clear winner, Stephanie and Io Sky clash in Paris. And maybe, like, we get, like, Asuka and her at SummerSlam or something like that. So this is all going to be really interesting in her reign. And though I love Rhea as champ, I got to go with Io Sky. You guys, so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and turn on that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.